Hello dear students. Yesterday we learned about parallelogram and its properties. Today we are going to learn about a special type of parallelogram which is called rectangle. You have already learned about rectangle in lower classes. Today we will learn some more properties of rectangles. Let us see some of the general properties which parallelogram already have and why it is called rectangle is called a parallelogram. We are going to check that. Okay. Now this is a rectangle. You are quite aware of the figure called rectangle. You have learned that in a rectangle opposite sides are equal. Both the opposite sides are equal. And here this angle will be 90 degree. That means these two sides are also parallel. Okay. Now let us see the properties of parallelogram which are applicable to the rectangle. Now rectangle is called a parallelogram because of this all properties. Which are the properties? A rectangle has two pairs of opposite sides parallel. This side is parallel to this side. Q are parallel to PS. So both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Then it has two pairs of opposite sides equal. First one we said they are parallel. Second one they are equal. So here this side is equal to this side. And this side is equal to this side. These properties we have already learned in lower classes. Now, two pairs of opposite angles equal. Opposite angles equal. Now, this angle equal to this angle. And this angle is equal to this angle. Okay. Now, four pairs of adjacent angles are supplementary. Which angles are supplementary? Adjacent angles are supplementary. Supplementary means they add up to 180 degree. And then two diagonals which bisect each other. See, all these five properties are the general properties of a parallelogram. Now, what is special about a rectangle? Let us see. You see, in a parallelogram, the angle can be of any measures. Okay, only condition is the opposite angles should be equal and the adjacent angles should be supplementary. But in a rectangle, it is compulsory that every angle or each angle should be of 90 degree. That is right angle. So that is a special property of a rectangle. All angles of 90 degree. This 90 degree. Now see children, if one angle is 90, automatically all four angles must be 90. Why? You see, if this angle is given 90 degree, then according to the property of parallelogram, opposite angles should be equal. So, if this is 90, this must be 90. Okay. Now, another property of parallelogram is that adjacent angles are supplementary. That means, if you add these two angles, you should get 180 degree. If one angle is 90, what will be the other angle? Naturally, it will be 180 minus 90, which is again 90. So, all four angles of a rectangle is of 90 degree or they are right angle. Another special property of rectangle is which is not compulsory for parallelogram. Okay, for parallelogram, the diagonals must intersect each other and they should bisect each other. Bisect each other means they should cut each other equally. These two parts should be equal, these two parts should. That is only condition for parallelogram. But in rectangle, what is the condition you know? Both these diagonals will be equal. That is a special property. Why they are equal? Do you know? It is again the application of Pythagoras theorem which you have learned in 7th standard. That is this side and this side. If you take this triangle, QRS. This is a right angle triangle. Okay. What is this called? This is called the, or QS is the hypotenuse, and hypotenuse is equal to, what is it equal to? Square of, you know Pythagoras theorem? Okay. QS is equal to square root of SR square plus RQ square. Okay. Now, if you take this triangle, this is the hypotenuse. So, this SQ is equal to square root of PS square plus PQ square. But PS square and QR square are equal. Similarly, SR square and PQ square are equal. So, by Pythagoras theorem, both these diagonals will be equal. If it is to be proved, we will discuss later on. Okay, just for your information, in a rectangle, the two diagonals will be equal and they will bisect each other. So, these are the properties of rectangle. It has all 5 properties, general properties of parallelogram plus 2 special properties. Which are the 2 special properties? All the 4 angles are right angle and both the diagonals are equal. Now, we are going to learn about a special type of rectangle, a special type of parallelogram, a special type of quadrilateral, a special type of trapezium. What is it you know? It is called square. Now, can you call a square a rectangle? Yes. But are all rectangles squares? No. Square can be called as a rectangle because it has 2 opposite sides equal and parallel, 2 pairs of opposite sides equal and parallel, 2 pairs of opposite angles are equal, all the angles are of 90 degree, all the conditions are of rectangle. Again, there is only one special condition for square. We will check that. So, let us see what all conditions are satisfied by a square. If you take a square, you know that a square is a quadrilateral which has all 4 sides equal. This we have learned in lower classes. Now, let us check whether it has got all the properties of parallelogram or not. Then we will check whether it has got all the properties of rectangle or not. So, the first property, the pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Pairs of opposite sides, these 2 sides are equal and parallel, these 2 sides are equal and parallel. The pairs of opposite sides are equal. 2 pairs of opposite angles equal. Okay. Then 4 pairs of adjacent angles supplementary and 2 diagonals bisect each other. These all properties are satisfied by a rectangle as well as square. So, we can call a square as a rectangle. Also, all angles are of 90 degree and both the diagonals are of equal length. Okay, these all properties are there. What is the special property of square? We know it unknowingly, we have told also. What is the special property which is not there for rectangle? Which is that property? All 4 sides are equal. So, this is a special property, or the property makes the square a special rectangle. See, in rectangle, they have not told that you cannot have all 4 equal sides. You can have 4 equal sides, but it is not compulsory. Like in parallelogram, it can have all 4 angles equal to 90 degree, but it is not compulsory. For a trapezium, 2 opposite sides should be parallel, but it does not told that it cannot have 4 sides, 2 pairs of opposite side parallel. That means some of the properties are optional for some of the quadrilaterals. Okay, minimum properties for quadrilateral, that is 4 sides should be there. One more property added for trapezium, that is 1 pair of opposite sides should be parallel. Then few more properties are added to parallelogram. What is that? two pairs of opposite sides should be equal and parallel. Then addition to that properties, for rectangle we have all four angles 90 degree, and for square one more property added is all four sides should be equal. So today we learned about the properties of rectangles and of squares. That's all for today. In the next class we will learn few more quadrilaterals, special quadrilaterals and their properties. Thank you.